got one. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little damp out there, Dad.
Welcome to Raider Field as we get set for the home opener for the Raiders, and the first game as at the head of the Medford Raiders for Chandler Schmidt, who takes over as the head coach here in Medford for Jed Harabi, as they will take on Wausau East. Lumberjacks coming off the deep playoff run. State run in basketball, coming up just short in the state semifinals. Take a look at them in baseball. Go all the way to the bottom of the list for the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Last year they were 15-10, lost in the regional final 3-1 to Stevens Point, who eventually went on to state. But a little different team here. Still some of those athletes that you're going to see, some names you're going to recognize both from football and basketball and wrestling and all the different sports. But take a look here. You're going to see lineup. Ian Stahl is going to lead things off. He's in center field. Davis Winter, the pitcher, he bats second. Ryan Rodemeyer, the catcher, bats third. Zach Pagel, the shortstop, bats fourth. Jed Vandersanden at first base, bats fifth. Bodie Beversdorf at second base, bats sixth. Carson Bauman in right field, bats seventh. Keaton Lazuski in the designated hitter, bats eighth. And Colin Milkey at third base, bats ninth. For the Raiders, Charlie Garrow will be on the bump. He'll be thrown to Evan Zarneski. First to third across the infield, Hayden Strebig, Ryder Krishneski, Parker Listener, Reston Krishneski. Left to right across the outfield, it is Sam Hierlmeyer, Evan Wilkins, and Sawyer Elsner. Quick word from our home plate umpire, Mr. Lindo, to Charlie Garrow, and we are ready to go. As Ian Stahl will dig in. First pitch to him. Right on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Look in from Garrell. He'll go into his wind, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Down the first base line, giving chase just out of play. Quickly 0-2. Raiders get this one today. They go to Mosinee on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, the pitch. That one's going to be line in the gap right down in front of the center fielder, Evan Wilkins, and that's going to be a base hit. And that will bring the pitcher, Davis Winter, to the plate. Left-handed hitter. So Winter will dig in. Garrell. Peek over his shoulder, the pitch. Bunt shown, ball pops away. Stahl will take second. Ball one. And Zarneski out to check in on the signs. Winter digs in. Garrell, they'll stretch the pitch. Stays up a little bit high, 2-0. The kick, the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-0. Garrell will come set. The kick, the pitch. Right at the belt for a strike. 3-1. Carroll will come set. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be driven. Long run going back. The catch is made by Sam Hierlemeyer. The throw into third will be late. It pulled Hierlemeyer away from third. It was going to be a tough play. Hierlemeyer put a good throw on it, but moves the runner up. And that will bring Ryan Rodemeyer to the plate. Catcher. First pitch to him. Right at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Sets. The pitch. Right at the thighs for a strike. 0-2. We have a great look up, down, inside, outside. A little tougher to tell from our vantage point here. Right next to the away dugout. On the Sports on Focus broadcast deck. The kick, the pitch. Stays just a little bit high. 1-2. Carroll will come set. The pitch. Chopped down the line, foul. That one's going to be hit in the air. That is sending Hierlemeyer back. Still going back. That one's going to be off the base of the fence. One run across. Rodemeyer into second with a double. And that will bring Zach Pagel to the plate. Gathering up equipment, get the sliding glove on. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball pops away out in front of the plate. Strike one. Nothing doing. Second game today. First game today, we were down in the Dells. Gilman beating Prentice 9-3. The kick, the pitch. Drops that one in for a strike. 0-2. Carroll's been able to get 0-2 a couple times here in this half inning. Just these Wausau East hitters have all been very good two-strike hitters. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 1-2. Carroll sets. The kick, the pitch. Low and away. Couldn't get him to chase. 2-2. Carroll gets a sign. Look back at second. The kick, the pitch. Chopper on the ground. That's to be picked by Listener. Throw to first is in time. Does move the runner up. But 2 outs now. And that will bring Jed Vandersanden to the plate. Carroll sets. The kick, the pitch. Drops that one in for a strike. 0-1. Carroll shakes off a couple signs. Now gets one he likes. He'll set. The kick, the pitch. Fouled back. Got him out in front, 0-2. Carroll nods yes to a sign. He'll come set. The kick, the pitch. Right in the back. First and third with 2 outs. And that'll bring Bodie Beversdorf to the plate. Carroll nods yes. The pitch. Gets him. Just glanced him on the arm. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Carson Bauman, and that is going to bring Chandler Schmidt out. He's going to have a conversation with his pitcher and his infield. We are back on the air from Mauston tomorrow. We got 2 games for you. 9 a.m. It is Prentice and Loyal. And then at 1:30, it's Gilman and Flambeau in baseball action. Both those teams in action again today against Wausau. And then we are back with Raider baseball next Thursday as they play host to the Lakeland Thunderbirds. Home plate umpire making sure, putting in his notes. The mound visit. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Carson Bauman. Kick, first pitch. Goes around. Runner's going to come to the plate, and he will score. Pass ball moves everybody up 90. One on the count. Carroll looks at first, looks at third, the pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 2-0. Sets. The pitch. Right on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Carroll, look at third. The pitch. Chopper on the ground. Pick there by Krasniewski. Throw to first is
He's there! No, he's there! What do you mean?
dug out in time, and that'll end the inning. But not before Wausau East pushes 2 runs across. We head to the bottom of the first. Krasniewski, Streebig, Listener, 2 up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Ryder Krasnesi leads things off. First pitch in the air, right field, playable catch is made. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Hayden Strebig to the plate. Strebig digs in from the left side. Line from Davis in the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Davis Winter on the mound. He'll get the big kick, the pitch. Curveball just misses the outside corner. 1-1. If I'm not mistaken, starting quarterback for the football team this year. Think I remember that right. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2. Along with being a big part of that state qualifying basketball team. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Center field, long run coming in. It'll actually be the shortstop. Make the catch. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring the River Falls commit Parker Lister to the plate. Lister digs in. The kick in the first pitch. That one's going to be chopped on the ground to short. Or third. Pick there. Long throw. In time. That'll end the inning. A 6-pitch inning for Davis Winter. And we head to the top of the second. It'll be Lechewski, Milky, Stahl due up for Wausau East when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Charlie Garrow out for a second inning of work. He's trails 2-0 as we go to the top of the second. Garrow. The last of his warm-up tosses in. We were supposed to have some softball for you Monday. That has been canceled. Got the email on their way back from Wisconsin Dells as Loyal Greenwood and Rib Lake. They are temperatures expected to be below 32 degrees around here, and that is not conducive weather to play softball. So they're going to postpone that, try and make it up later in the year. So we're going to peek around, see if we can find ourselves another game. Keaton Lechewski. The wind, the pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. 8-9-1 due up here for Wausau East in the second. Garrow into his wind the pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 1-1. Gets the sign he likes. Garrow has wind the pitch. That one's going to be hit hard on the ground. Smothered throw to first is in time. Parker Lister getting to that one. First out of the inning. Parker Lister, who's been stuck behind 2 college shortstops in his time here with the Raider program, getting to play it first time as a starter as Colin Milkey comes to the plate. The third baseman, he takes a strike. When you got, 3 really college players, the pitch. Fouled back. 0-2. You got Logan Bumgardner playing college basketball at Stevens Point. You got Tanner Harabi, who played a lot of short. He's playing baseball over at River Falls. And then you got his freshman year, Chubbs Gooden, playing, it would be his freshman year. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, second out of the inning. First strikeout for Charlie Garrell. Then you had Chubbs Gooden there at that shortstop spot before him. So it's been he's over at the Air Force Academy. It's been a stack of college players filling that shortstop role, and he's another one, as we said, committed to UW River Falls. The pitch. Catches that inside corner for a strike to Ian Stahl. He singled and scored a run back in the first. Garrow into his wind the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. The early part of this lineup did a great job with 2 strikes. Garrow, the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They're going to call it a foul ball. Just got a piece of it. Sarneski couldn't hold on. Stahl. Takes back in. Garrow, the wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Center field, playable. Wilkins a few steps back. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Wausau East goes in order in the second. We go to the bottom. Garrell, Hierlmeyer, Krasneski. 4-5-6 due up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. Wausau East leading 2-0. As Charlie Garrell will lead things off. The wind, the pitch. Low for a ball, 1-0. Just the second ball thrown by Davis Winter. He only needed 6 pitches to get through the first. Winter into his wind the pitch. Just missing a touch low, 2-0. Winter into his wind the pitch. Off the inside, 3-0. The kick, the pitch. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk, and the Raiders have their first base runner. And we're going to get a courtesy runner here. Courtesy runner, that will be number 3. That will be Will Wojcik. Sam Hierlmeyer at the plate. Misses a little low. 1-1. Sets the pitch. Spikes that one in the dirt. Throw back down. Not in time. Wojcik just gets back in safe. 2-1, I believe the count. Sets the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. Two. Winter. The pitch. Oh, that is strike 2. Now it's 2-2. Davis sets. Pickoff play at first. Got him! Wojcik picked off. 1 down. Caught him leaning just a little bit. Davis, the 2-2. Paints the corner, strike 3 looking. 2 down. Oh, that inning turned around in a hurry. And that will bring Reston Krishneski to the plate.
Coming to you, defense. Here we go.
They'll wind the pitch. Just a bit low for a ball, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Catches the knees for a strike, 1-1. Winter steps off so he can change over into the windup. The kick, the pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone again, 1-2. The kick, the pitch. Chopper on the ground. A little bit of bobble at third. Throw across the diamond is in time, and that'll end the inning. The walk is picked off. Davis has faced the minimum through 2. We had 2 at the top of the third. Winter, Rodemeyer, Poggle. 2-3-4 due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when I need help with an assignment. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RVA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
We head to the top of the third, 2-3-4, due up for Wausau East. Davis Winter to lead things off. First pitch, he's going to pop that one up. Foul territory, that's going to, looks like, make the trees. Strike one. Scoreboard not working today out in the outfield. The kick, the pitch. Low for a ball. 1-1. See soccer practicing out there. They got their first win 5-0 over Merrill. Softball was supposed to play Rhinelander today. They canceled that one. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be driven back. That's going to send back. The catch cannot be made. Turning for second, Winter is in standing with a double. Burned Sawyer Elsner out there. And that will bring Ryan Rodemeyer to the plate. 1 for 1, he doubled his last time up. Sets. Raiders expecting bunt. The kick, the pitch. At the knees for a strike, 0-1. Garrell up to 40 pitches already. Wausau East team has made him work. Sets. The kick, the pitch. High and tight. 1-1. Sets. The pitch. Chopped. Down the line, that they're going to call that foul. Just foul. One and two the count. Rodemeyer. Back in. Carroll sets. They kick the pitch. Chopper on the ground. That is going to be smothered. From his knees, the throw. Not in time. Beats it out. Infield single. Rodemeyer's going to run for himself as Zach Poggle will come to the plate.
Look, Zach, see if he needs a runner.
Garrell sets. The pitch. Show bunt. Ball is low. Throw gets cut off. They will let Rodemeyer take second. prevent the run to come home. So Rodemeyer steals second. Look back at second. The kick, the pitch. Chopped. Foul. 1-1. Garrow looks back. The kick, the pitch. Stays a little bit inside, 2-1. Sets. The pitch. Just missing with that one, 3-1. Sets. The kick, the pitch. High for a ball, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And that will bring Jed Vandersanden to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Not recording an official at bat. Carroll sets the kick, the pitch. Low and off the outside. 1-0. Carroll. The kick, the pitch. Right at the knees for a strike. 1-1. That's 50 pitches now for Charlie Garrow. Here through with nobody out here in the third. Garrow. The kick, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 2-1. Excuse me. Carroll, the kick, the pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 3-1. Carroll. Comes set. The pitch. Off the outside, ball 4. That'll walk in a run. 3-0 Lumberjacks, and that will see Chandler Schmidt come back out for another meeting in the mound at the mound. When Garrell has found his spots, he's been pretty good today. The problem has been every so often he's just kind of lost it a little bit. So it's old-fashioned, trust your defense, throw strikes. Defense has played pretty well so far today behind Garrell. Bodie Beversdorf was hit by a pitch his last time up. He is 0 for 0 today. Garrell comes set. The pitch. Right there for a strike, 0-1. Carroll. The pitch. That one's going to be sliced foul onto the batting cage behind us. 0-2. Carroll. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be sliced foul out towards the parking lot. If you're going to make your way down to the ballpark, make sure your car insurance is all up to date. Clinton Insurance right here in Medford can help you with that, along with all your other insurance needs. Check them out online, ClintonInsurance.com. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be popped up. And that is going to get out of play and out into the woods behind the Raider dugout. Beaversdorf fouled the last 3 off. Carroll. Shakes one off. Gets one he likes. Sets. The pitch. Low and away. Couldn't get him to chase. 1-2. Carroll. The pitch. Fouled off. Just got a piece of it. Carroll. Sets. The kick. The pitch. That one's going to be fouled off out into the woods. Pitch 8 of the at-bat coming here. Carroll. The kick. The pitch. That one's going to be popped up. Infield fly is in effect. Batter's out. First out of the inning. So Carroll wins that battle. Base is still loaded, 1 out, but a double play gets you out of the inning. Carson Bauman grounded out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Pitch fouled off at the plate. 0-1. Carroll. Sets. The pitch. Curveball drops in there for a strike. 0-2. Carroll sets. The pitch. That's going to be driven down to the gap. That's going to get down a base hit. 1 run across. Throw's going to come in. Tag is applied and he's out. So they get the second guy. So it'll be a single. Run scores. So 2 outs. Run does come across. You get credit for the hit. First and second now with 2 outs for Keaton Leszewski. Grounded out on a great play by Parker Listener's last time up. First pitch. A little bit low for a ball. 1-0. Carroll. Sets. The kick. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That was a great throw by Sam Hierlmeyer. Cut down the runner at home. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Stays a little bit up. 2-1. Carroll. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Long run, settling under it is Evan Wilkins. He will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Wausau East does get a couple more across. They lead 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the order due up for the Raiders. Zarneski, Elsner, Wilkins due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. How do you know if you need new tires? Well, if you don't have one of these, let me show you a simple trick. Reach into your pocket, grab out a penny, and let's measure it up. If you can see the top of Abraham Lincoln's head, maybe it's time for new tires. Stop on into Wheeler Chevrolet and we'll get you covered.
First pitch from Davis Winter. Misses a little bit low for a ball to Evan Zarneski. Oh, I did have his number right the first time. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Catcher for the Raiders this year, the pitch. That one's fouled back. 2-2. See the lefty Hayden Strebig warming up. Missing just a bit low for a ball. 3-2. With 4 days off, you can pretty much use everybody. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Shortstop settling under it. The catch is made. Wind carrying that one maybe just a little bit. One down. And that will bring Sawyer Elsner to the plate. Sawyer a common courtesy runner. They'll kick the pitch. That one's going to be popped up. Giving chase. That is going to get out of play. Strike one. Last year, getting into the starting lineup this year. The wind, the pitch. That was going to be hit hard on the ground. Just snow cone trying to grab it. Throw to first is in time. That was a tough play for Colin Milkey. That one kind of caught just in the end of the glove. 2 down. That was a good play to get that ball and get a good throw across, and that will bring Evan Wilkins to the plate. Speedy Evan Wilkins. Kick the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Wilkins will be playing some college football next year. The kick, the pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-1. Defensive back. The kick, the pitch. Fouled off. 1-2.
Go, David.
The big kick, the pitch. Off the inside, 2-2. Winter. The wind, the pitch. Just missing the low outside corner. Count is full. Winter's going to take an extra second after that one. Winter, the kick, the pitch. That one's going to be flared down the line, giving chase. The catch is made. Jed Vandersanden goes flying into the fence with that one. And that will end the inning. Raiders go in order for the first three. We head to the top of the fourth. Milky Stahl, Winter due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
You know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more. At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
One thing that surprised me about the RVA is the want to do school, whereas it was kind of a struggle before.
All of the educators, the staff, the therapists, the specialists, everybody is so knowledgeable. And my favorite thing is that we all work together as a team for the kids. I really feel like we're partners with the RVA. I just love it so much. I know I've said that before, but like I love the RVA.
4-0 Wausau East as we head to the fourth. Charlie Garrell back out for at least to start the inning. 9-1-2 Milky Stahl, Winter due up for the Lumberjacks. Milky struck out swinging his first time up. They kick the pitch. Low and in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. The wind from Garrell in the pitch. Low and away, 2-0. See how long it takes for us to see Hayden Strebig. Garrell into his wind, the pitch. Just missing that outside corner, 3-0. No games over the weekend. Garrell. The kick, the pitch. Low ball 4. Number 9 hitter gets a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring us back top of the order. And Ian Stahl is single and a flyout. He's 1 for 2. Time, and I think, yep, this is going to be it. Garrell's day is done. We will see Hayden Strebig take over on the mound. We're going to step aside for just a few minutes. We're going to fill you in on all the details of the pitching change when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. The new pitcher is Hayden Strebig. He comes in from first. Brody Paulson checks in to play first. Charlie Garrell goes out to right. Sawyer Elsner, his day is done, so Paulson will bat in the 8th spot for Elsner. So Strebig, the lefty, good breaking stuff. Getting his warm-up tosses in, give you the tentative line on Charlie Garrell. He goes 3, gives up 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. He is responsible for Colin Milkey, who is at first. Top of the order, Ian Stahl will be coming up. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Strebig says he's ready. Just a couple last warm-up tosses while the rest of the infield gets to their spots. Final toss, I believe. And that will bring Ian Stahl to the plate, 1 for 2 with a single. Stahl digs in. Strebig sets the kick, the pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Pickoff play at first, not in time. Strebig. Long hold the pitch. That's low and it's going to squirt past. That's going to allow Milkey to go to second. Strebig. The pitch. Just missing the outside corner. 2-1. Shakes off the sign. Time is called. Stahl steps out. Sets. Couple looks back. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground. To short, pick, throw in time. Moves the runner up. Productive out for Ian Stahl. One down. Runner at third for Davis Winter. The pitcher, fly out in a double. He is 1 for 2. Lefty versus lefty. The pitch. Right at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Strebig. Look in, he'll come set. The pitch. That one's going to be driven. And that's going to drop in. Scores another run. RBI single for Davis Winter. And that will bring Ryan Rodemeyer to the plate. Five-0 here in the first, in the fourth. The kick, the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Sets. The pitch. In the dirt, gets past. That's going to allow Winter to go to third. He's going to make second. He's going to make a big turn there. One and one. Streaming. Long look in. Sets. Steps off. Didn't like something. And he's going to bring Zarneski out to talk about the signs. Big softball for you Tuesday. Mosinee comes to town. A battle that should help decide the Great Northern Conference title. Looking from Zarneski. He sets. The kick, the pitch. In the dirt. Bounces away. Chance at third. Nothing doing. Winter takes third. Two and one. Low 3-1. The kick, the pitch. Catches the top of the zone for a strike. Full count. The kick, the pitch. Hit him. So it'll be first and third with one out. Will come set. Long hold, the pitch. Right at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Streaming will come set. The pitch. Chopper right in front of home plate. Throw to first is in time. Holds the runners. Big second out of the inning. So 2 down. And that will bring Jed Vandersand into the plate. Now there's going to be a conversation between the two umpires. Nope, they're going to call it foul. So undo the play. Rodemeyer goes back to first. 0-2 the count. Zach Poggle. The kick, the pitch. On the ground. Bobbled. Still bobbled. They're not going to have a play. A run is going to score. Error at third. Six, nothing. And Jed Vandersanden will come to the plate. Hit by a pitch and a walk. He is not recording an official at bat yet today. The kick, the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Sets. The pitch. Chopper on the ground, right up the line. They'll step on the bag, get the out at third. That's the only out they'll get. But smart move there by the freshman, Reston Krishneski. So still first and second, 2 outs now for Bodie Beaversdorf. 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch and an infield fly. The pitch. Right at the knees for a strike. 0-1. The pitch. Right there for a strike. 0-2. Look in. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Need to complete the strikeout. No, he never didn't get the tag. Throw to second is in time. And that will end it. Drop third is completed 2-4. And that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth, top of the order, 2 up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar.
Ryder Krishneski to lead things off here. 1-2-3 to bat in the fourth. Catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Krishneski's three big listener. The kick, the pitch. Just missing the outside corner for a ball. 1-1. Davis Winters thrown just 33 pitches to get through the first 3 innings. The kick, the pitch. Ball low. 2-1. You got to wonder, though, long half inning there with the pitching change, a lot of chaos. Maybe cool off just a little bit. Might take a little bit to get back into it. The kick, the pitch. Chopper on the ground, right back to Davis. Throw to first is in time. 1 away. One down. That will bring Hayden Strebig to the plate. Fouled back into the glove, 0-1. Low for a ball. 1-1. Catches the zone for a strike, 1-2. Wind the pitch. That's going to be driven on a line. That's going to get down a base hit. Davis Winter takes a no-hitter, 3 1/3. And Strebig's going to run for himself here as Parker Listener will come to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Low one in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. High for a ball, 2-0. Stahl plays shallow in center of the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-0. The pitch. Low ball, 4. 4-pitch walk, 2 on with 1 out. For the Raiders and Charlie Garrell. And that's going to bring Rodemeyer out to have a quick chat with Davis Winter. Garrell walked his first time up. He is 0 for 0. Then his courtesy runner was picked off first. Sets. The pitch. Low for a ball, 1-0. Sets. The pitch. Low for a ball, 2-0. Winter. Sets. The pitch. Low, 3-0. Winter. The kick. The 3-0. Low and in the dirt, ball 4. 4-pitch walk, loads the bases with 1 out. And that is quickly going to bring Coach out of the dugout for a quick chat on the mound. Make sure everything's all right as Sam Hierlemeyer will come to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up. He's going to go rock down and have a chat with Coach Schmidt. So Hierlemeyer walking back down. Big opportunity here for the Raiders. So meeting adjourned. Sam Hierlemeyer will dig in. Struck out looking, as we said, his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The wind, the pitch. Just missing the outside corner, and that's 50 pitches now for Davis Winter. The pitch. That one does catch the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground. Slow roller, the only play is going to be at first. The throw is in time, but it scores a run. Raiders get on the board, RBI ground out for Sam Hierlmeyer. Two down now for Reston Krishneski. Second and third, 2 outs. The wind, the pitch. Drops that one in for a strike, 0-1. Krishneski, the bright blue bat. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be driven. Center field, long run coming on. The catch is made, and that will end the inning. Ian Stahl lays out for that one. But the Raiders do get a run, 6-1 as we go to the top of the fifth. Bottom of the order due up for Wausau East when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no?
Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
Hey bud, I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, ever eat a brat and drive?
Bottom of the order, due up for Wausau East here in the top of the fifth. Bauman, Lecheski, Milky. Carson Bauman, 1 for 2, a ground out and a single today. As we see Sam Hierlmeyer heading over to warm up, it looks like, as that one catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. That's not Hierlmeyer. That is 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. That is Will Wojcik warming up. The wind from Strebig in the pitch. Chopper on the ground. That's to be bobbled by Krishneski. He's going to reach. Oh. You know what? We're going to give him the hit. That was going to be a really tough play for Reston Krishneski. Caton Lecheski, 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. Off the inside for a ball, 1-0. Sets. The pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 1-1. Sets. Pickoff play at first, not in time. Sets. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Foul territory, long run, and not enough space. Or not enough speed, that one dropping in. 1 and 2. Pan all the way back around. Everybody gets reset. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Colin Milkey to the plate. A strikeout and a walk. He's 0 for 1. As we see Zach Poggle warming up. The pitch. Chopper on the ground. Foul. Nice play down there. Strike 1. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit here as the game goes along. Cooling things off a little bit. The kick, the pitch. Drops that one in for a strike, 0-2. Sets. Long look at first. Streebig, the kick, the pitch. In the dirt, that one's going to pop away. That's going to allow Bauman to go to second. 1 and 2. Sets. Streebig, look at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. That'll bring us back top of the order, and Ian Stahl is 1 for 3 today with a single. Also nice and muddy, making a diving catch out there in center to end the bottom of the 4th. The pitch tipped that one into the glove, 0-1. Streebig shakes off a sign. Now gets what he likes. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground. Backhand at short. Throw to first is in time. And that'll end the inning. The leadoff base runner is left stranded. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Zarneski, Paulson, Wilkins due up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
You know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more. At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health. Bringing out the better in all of us.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. 6-1 ball game. Wausau East leading. Zarneski, Paulson, Wilkins due up for the Raiders here. Evan Zarneski flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Kick in the first pitch. A little bit low for a ball, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Drops in for a strike. 1-1 from Davis Winter. 56 pitches for him. The wind, the pitch. Chopped, foul. 1-2. Wind continues to blow just a little bit here. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air, foul and out of play. Didn't hear a crash. The kick, the pitch. Off the inside, 2-2. The kick, the pitch. Bounces that one in. Full count.
Hey, let's go, Davey.
Wind. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning. And this will bring Brody Paulson to the plate, his first at-bat of the day. Winter into his wind in the pitch. Just off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Slipping a little bit there. Ball getting away, 2-0. Second time we've seen Winter slip on the mound here. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be sliced into center field. Stahl over makes the catch. Showing that speed, 2 down. And that will bring Evan Wilkins to the plate, the number 9 hitter. He flew out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. I thought I saw somebody warming up. Heard somebody warming up, but nope. The wind, the pitch. Bounces in, 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Foul territory, giving chase. Drops in foul. Stays 1-2. The kick, the pitch, fouled back. Wilkins stays alive.
Hey, let's go, Davey.
Winter. It's a simple motion, the pitch. Bounces in, 2-2. The kick, the pitch. Chopper on the ground. Pick at third, throw across the diamond in time. That'll end the inning. Raiders go in order in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. 2-3-4, Winter, Rodemeyer, Poggle due up for the Lumberjacks when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you.
Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. New third baseman for the Raiders. Will Wojcik comes into play third for Reston Krishneski. Throw down, and we are ready to go as Davis Winter will lead things off. 2 for 3, a single and a double for him. Today. Look, the wind in the first pitch. That's going to be hit hard on the ground. 2-2. Killed off by the grass. Throw to first is in time, 1 away. The thick thatching in the grass left from last year, killing that one a little bit, making an easier play for Ryder Krishneski. And that will bring Ryan Rodemeyer to the plate. 2 for 2, a double, a single, and was hit by a pitch. First pitch is a little bit high for a ball. 1-0. Raiders will have the top of the order in the bottom of the inning. Need to find at least some, assuming they can hold here, as that one catches the zone for a strike. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Right at the knees for a strike. 1-2. The wind. The pitch. Chopped on the ground. Right to the shortstop listener. Throw to first is in time. 2 down. And that'll bring Zach Poggle to the plate. 0 for 2. Does have a walk. Also reached on an error. First pitch. Stays just a little bit high for a ball. 1-0. The wind. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. 1-1. Big kick in the pitch. Fouled back. 1-2. The wind, the pitch, chopper on the ground, back to Strebig. Throw to first, pulls him off the bag. That is going to be an error on Peyton Strebig. Inning continues. And that'll bring Jen Vandersand into the plate. 0 for 1. He's got everything other than a hit. He's got a walk, he's been hit by a pitch, and he reached on a fielder's choice. Pickoff play at first. Ball pops away. That's going to allow Poggle to go to second. Strebig. Looking in. Look at second. The kick, the pitch. On the ground. Picked by Krishneski. Throw to first is in time, and that'll end the inning. The error is stranded. We head to the bottom of the sixth, top of the order, due up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Bottom of the sixth. 6-1 Wausau East, top of the order, due up for the Raiders. Krishneski, Strebig, Listener. Ryder Krishneski in, first pitch to him. Right on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Krishneski a fly out and a ground out. He is 0 for 2. The wind, the pitch. On the ground. Picked up at first. Easy play, 3 unassisted on the ground out. First out of the inning. And that will bring Hayden Strebig to the plate. Fly out in a single. He's 1 for 2. And some rain building in the Dells areas. That one's going to be fouled off. That turns into snow, may affect our coverage tomorrow. The kick, the pitch, off the outside for a ball, 1-1. That is 75 pitches thrown now by Davis Winter. Winter, the kick, the pitch, off the inside for a ball, 2-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be lined up the middle. That's going to get through a base hit. Single for Hayden Strebig. Only the second hit for the Raiders tonight. And that will bring Parker Listener to the plate. The pitch, low and away for a ball, 1-0. The pitch, low and off the outside for a ball. Strebig's going to take off, throw down, and Strebig's in safe. 2-0 the count. Winter. Comes set. The pitch. That was going to bounce in. Strebig's going to go to third. Big turn there. 3-0 for Parker Listener. See if he gets the green light here. The wind, the pitch. Right down Wisconsin Avenue. 3-1. I guess technically it is Broadway here in Medford. The wind. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Lister trying to hit that one to Merrill. The wind. The pitch. Low for a ball. Lister draws the walk. First and third with one out for Charlie Garrell. 0 for 0. He's walked twice. Top of the 7th, it'll be 6, 7, 8 in the East lineup. Sets. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Deep, should be deep enough. Stahl with the catch. Streaming tagging. The throw coming in. It is late. Streaming scores. Lister will end up at second. Sacrifice fly. 6-2. So you just saw a final come across. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. That one just misses for a ball, 2-0 to Sam Hierlmeyer. Marshfield up 6-0. The pitch. In the dirt, popping away. Throw to third is saved, but Lister takes third. 3-0 the count here on Hierlmeyer. Marshfield up 6-0 on Toma. That's the only, and Northland Pines and, oh, that's softball, never mind. 3-1. And Rodemeyer is going to go out and have a quick chat with Winter. Just make sure they're on the same page and everything. Moseley softball in a battle, 9-5 against Shawano. That is in the 6th. The kick, the pitch. Fouled off. Full count. Interesting to see if we see Davis in the 7th. 89 pitches. The wind, the pitch. Chopped on the ground. It's going to be a tough play. Winter picks, throw to first is in time. Nice play there by Davis Winter to end the inning, but the Raiders do get one. We head to the top of the 7th. Beaversdorf, Bauman, Leszewski due up for Wausau East when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
One thing that surprised me about the RVA is the want to do school, whereas it was kind of a struggle before.
All of the educators, the staff, the therapists, the specialists, everybody is so knowledgeable. And my favorite thing is that we all work together as a team for the kids. I really feel like we're partners with the RVA. I just love it so much. I know I've said that before, but like I love the RVA.
Beaversdorf, Bauman, Lecheski. Excuse me. Due up here in the top of the 7th. First pitch bounces in. Ball 1. Off the outside for a ball, 2-0. See Zach Poggle warming up. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 2-1. Raiders will have 6, 7, 8 themselves in the bottom of the inning. They'll wind the pitch. That one's going to be hard on the ground and through a base hit. Beaversdorf gets on. 8th hit of the game for Wausau East. And that'll bring Carson Bauman to the plate. Couple singles and a ground out. He's 2 for 3. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Sets. The kick, the pitch. In the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Sets. The pitch. High for a ball. 2-1. That's 50 pitches thrown by Hayden Streebing. Streebing the kick, the pitch. Off the outside, 3-1. Streebing. The pitch. Right in the corner for a strike, full count. Streebing will come set. The pitch. That one's going to be sliced foul down the line and off the fence. Stays full. Streebing. Sets. The runner goes, the pitch. Low. That's ball 4 anyway. Which is a break, because that would have been interference if not. As Bauman stepped out in front of the plate. That'll bring Caden Lecheski to the plate, but I think he did that because it was ball 4. Nope, we're going to get a new... Nope, it is not. Lecheski, we are going to get a new batter. That is going to be number 13, Kyler Barth. that's not. Oh, no, that is... Check that. That is Maddox Hurtis hitting for himself. Now we know his number. Took a strike. But popped up. Catch is made by Zarneski. Nice catch there by Evan Zarneski. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Colin Milkey to the plate. No, it will not. This will bring 19. Zach Pearson to the plate. So Zach Pearson will bat here. His first at-bat. Kick and the pitch. Catches the bottom. Ooh, catches the bottom of the zone for the strike, according to the home plate umpire. Straight eagle set. The pitch. That one a little bit low for a ball. 1-1. Long look in from Strebig. He'll set. The kick, the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. 1-2. Looks in. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Just misses the outside corner. 2-2. Top 7, 1 out. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Paints the outside corner. Strike 3 looking. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring us back top of the order. And Ian Stahl, 1 for 4. Singled his first time up. Since then, a fly out and a couple ground outs. Some productive outs in there, though. Streaming. The pitch. Chopper on the ground. Bobbled by Wojcik. Picked by... Was picked and kept on the infield by Listener. That saves the run. But that will be an error at third. Bases loaded for Davis Winter. Two for 4. Kick in the first pitch. That's going to be driven down the line, but foul. Looking back, the kick, the pitch. Right on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. Look in. He'll set. The kick, the pitch. Fouled off. Muscled that one foul. Be Wojcik, Zarneski, Paulson to bat in the bottom. kick, the pitch. High and tight for a ball. 1-2. Sets. The kick. The pitch. Right at the knees. Strike 3. Looking. That will end the inning. Wausau East loads the bases, but they leave them stranded. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Raiders. Wojcik, Zarneski, Paulson due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Six, 7, 8 due up here for the Raiders. Give you new pitchers. We'll give you the line on Davis Winter. He goes 6. Gives up 2 runs. They were both earned. 2 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Zach Poggle is your new pitcher. Davis Winter goes to short, so just a straight swap there. And it will be Will Wojcik to lead things off here for the Raiders. Again, the wind from Poggle in the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. .626, we approach 2 hours on this game. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be driven down the line, foul. 0-2. The wind by Poggle and the pitch. Off the outside. Looked like he might have slipped there for a little bit. The wind, the pitch. That one down low again. 2-2. Poggle. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Center field, drifting over. Stahl is there. First out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Evan Zarneski to the plate. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be driven. Center field. That's going to send Stahl back, but he'll make the catch. Second out. 2 down, and it's to Brody Paulson. Is this Paulson? This is not Paulson. 11 will bat. That is... Find my list here. 11, that is Broden Schilling will bat. So Broden Schilling will bat here. Pitch, that one's going to be flared. That's going to be trouble. That's going to get down a base hit. Broden Schilling reaches. And that will bring up Evan Wilkins. Raiders have had a flair for the Dramatic last year. Their sectional final run, down 7-3 going to the bottom of the 7th against Rice Lake in the regional semi, scored 5, as we will get a runner for Broden Schilling. This will be 13, Nick Krause. Raiders coming all the way back, scoring 5 in the bottom of that inning to get the win. The pitch, little chopper foul from Evan Wilkins. 0-1. Then the next night, regional final, the home run from Tanner Harabi to tie it in the bottom of the 7th, and then they won it in the 8th on a double play, on a incomplete double play. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. And then the walk-off 2-run home run in the 8th inning in the sectional semi by Max Dietzman. Raiders then falling to Lacrosse Logan in the sectional final. The kick, the pitch, chopper on the ground, foul. Right to Coach Schmidt. Poggle will set. The kick, the pitch. In the dirt, gets past. Krause will go to second. One and two. Poggle. Sets. Look back, the kick, the pitch. Low and off the outside. Couldn't get him to chase. 2-2. Poggle will set. The kick, the pitch. Off the outside, full count. Ryder Krishneski's waiting on deck. Sets. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be fought off foul. Stays full. And they're going to swap balls. That one may be getting just a touch wet. Still some wet spots out here, considering it's only April 4th. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Paints the outside corner, strike 3 looking. Wausau East gets the win 6-2. Take a spin through the stats here real quick. We'll start with the Medford Raiders. Ryder Krishneski 0 for 3. Hayden Strebig 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Parker Listner 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Charlie Garrell 0 for 3 with an RBI, walked twice, also sacrificed. Sam Hieromeyer 0 for 3 with an RBI. Reston Krishneski 0 for 2. Evan Zarneski 0 for 3. Sawyer Elsner 0 for 1. Evan Wilkins 0 for 3. Brody Paulson 0 for 1. Broden Schilling 1 for 1 with a single. Will Wojcik 0 for 1. Pitching, Charlie Garrow goes 3, gives up 5 runs, 4 earned. 5 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Hayden Strebe goes the final 4, gives up 1 run. It was unearned, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. On the other side for Wausau East, Ian Stahl 1 for 5 with a single and a run scored. Davis Winter 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, a single, a double, and an RBI. Ryan Rodemeyer 2 for 3, a single, a double, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Zach Poggle 0 for 3. Jed Vandersanden 0 for 2. Bodie Beaversdorf 1 for 3 with a single. Carson Bauman 2 for 3, 2 singles and RBI. Caden Lisewski 0 for 3. Colin Milkey 0 for 2 with a run scored. Maddox Hurtis 0 for 1. Zach Pearson 0 for 1. Pitching, Davis Winter goes 6, gives up 2 runs. They were both earned. 2 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Zach Poggle goes the final inning, does not give up a run on 1 hit with 1 strikeout. That'll wrap things up for us here tonight. We are back on the air 9 a.m. tomorrow. That is Loyal and Prentice, little non-conference baseball from down at the Woodside Sports Complex in Mauston. So make sure to tune in for that. But we're going to wrap things up here. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning from Mauston.